is the target.
72 hours ago, a secret weapon system was detonated over Severnaya.
And the threat is real. You can still depend on one man.
Ow! It's just been revoked.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Developed by Rare Studios and released in 1997, Goldeneye was an action-packed first-person shooter following the events of the film of the same name.
You're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. A relic of the Cold War.
You're goddamn right.
A game that basically reinvented the FPS genre, and an absolute must-have for any N64 owner back in the day. Seriously, if you had a 64 and didn't own this as a kid...
What happened? Your balls drop off?
I spent countless hours playing this game when I was younger, and I don't regret any of it.
That's my credo.
From the great mission variety and scope, to the addictively fun multiplayer, it's safe to say this was the total package to curb your secret agent bloodlust. And I'd say it's about time to give it another go.
England.
Welcome everyone to 007 Goldeneye, 26 years later. Beginning our career at MI6, I first had to deal with the monumental task of translating the old N64 controller over to my 361, which is apparently like translating Mayan to Mozart.
G?
Because this quickly turned into a frustrating trial and error process that I negated to think of before embarking on this grand quest. I'm not gonna lie, my results were not giving me much confidence for our future endeavors. But it's about damn time to get this thing going.
Yeah, where can I get some damn bait?
Eddie.
This way, please.
Level 1. The Dam. Like, holy shit, does this game amp you up in the beginning. Let's do this! Our story begins 9 years ago, at the entrance of the dam. The supposed secret location of a Soviet chemical weapons facility. The perfect place to shake off the 26 years of dust covering my performance. And man, do I remember this clear as day. Tasked with neutralizing all alarms and escaping via a bungee jump. My confidence in my memory of this level assisted greatly as I located a sniper rifle on this tower. Not that it would help at all, because for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to zoom in or aim.
I've got you in my sights.
Forced to bum rush this pillbox, which worked out surprisingly well. I made my way through the security doors using our truck ally as cover. Entering a nearby garage and gunning down all inside, it was about at this point when I really began to realize the feel of this game. Like, the shooting is unnaturally good for 1997. The aiming isn't, but when you make contact, each bullet is felt. It's good stuff. Anywho, removing our first alarm and heading through the gate onto the dam, the sense of almost completing this mission seemed to loom in the air, knowing I had to clear out those towers, which was a lot of janky fun. With all 3 alarms destroyed and all objectives complete, it was time to make our jump into level 2. Yes. Level 2. The facility. Time to mine a guy while he's taking a shit. Aw, damn it. Tasked with rendezvousing with 006 and destroying the bottling room, my sweep of the bathroom came quickly as we made our way downstairs like a teenager. My god. We should just go ahead and remove the word secret from my name because this was far from discreet. Not that these guys are any better. Honestly, I think my early spray and pray methods complemented my recklessness nicely. Freeing all the scientists after a rough battle in the hallway. You fool! I almost shot you. I used the convenient door decoder to enter the bottling facility. No joke, this took me entirely too long to figure out. I backtracked and everything. I later learned this, but everything is in your watch. Completely ignoring Trevelyan's smug attitude,
You're late, 007.
I immediately began planting the remote mines on the fuel tanks, and left him to his demise.
Finish the job, James. Blow them all to hell.
Alright. Now if I could just get fucking out of here. There we go. Now we just gotta take to the skies. Level 3. Runway. Escaping the factory, I ran for this nearby building, remembering I could locate the plane key inside. Just gotta leave a little surprise for our friends. It feels so good to remember these things. I used to do that all the time. I got you, homie. Funny enough, I almost forgot about the tank. I had like a sliver of a memory that it was in this level. And I don't know, I just gravitated towards the side of the building. Come to Papa. She takes an Olympian level of mental gymnastics to control, but she's fun. Running over people is the best.
I regret nothing.
And arguably the only thing to do. I don't know, lobbing rounds at everything feels bad, and it's way too hard to execute. But, you know what isn't? This plane. That one was extremely easy.
Damn good job. Damn good, bloody good, damn good job.
Another mission down, and a Bond story begun.
Goldeneye.
This is dumb, but it is kind of fun following it with the film, though. Because moving things forward 5 years, it was time for Level 4, Surface. The snowy tundra of Russia was our next stop. To power down the communications dish, steal some plans, and enter the enemy base through the vents. Making my way cabin to cabin and shutting down the communications dish, my progress came easy, but I couldn't shake the sense of being followed. Like, it began to consume my thoughts as every now and again, my exploration would be interrupted by a guard or a noise. It's like this level had ghosts or something.
Hello? Who's there? Oh my god.
Searching what seemed like everywhere, I finally discovered the bunker plans in this safe and fought my way toward the ventilation duct. One left, and we're home free. And no ammo. No. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, if they didn't hear me when I knocked on the front door, they will now. We did it. Not my proudest moment, but I do feel like I'm getting the hang of this. Level 5, Bunker. Dropping in on their bunker base, I had 3 main objectives. Copy the Goldeneye key, take a photo of the main screen, and most annoyingly of all, disrupt the surveillance equipment. Of course. So, I didn't know any of that, but I did take out about 40 of those bastards. Fully aware now that the disruption of the security cameras is the only thing keeping me from a never-ending assault of enemy troops, I made that my prime objective and put my skills to the test. Oh my god, shoot it, damn it. How have I not been caught? Pulling my shit together, I entered the main control room as the remaining guards lined up before me. Disrupting the last camera and obtaining a photo of the main display, I focused my attention on duplicating the Goldeneye key, which after 26 years had completely escaped my memory. Yeah, welcome to the loving embrace of the good old days, when games didn't help you at all. This was a chunk of my life that I will never get back. Oh, of course. It's right in front of my face. What was I thinking? The briefcase copy machine.
Bill!
How could I have missed that? With all objectives complete and the bunker seemingly lifeless, I was surprised to see 2 remaining guards at the bunker exit. And Boris, who's going back to work. As another job well done achieved, our next mission would take us even closer to the present, moving things forward once again. Oh good. Level 6. Silo. Beginning in the depths of a missile silo, my mission to blaze a bloody trail through this anxiety-inducing level began. All while trying to figure out the objectives scattered about. Oh, would you look at that? I don't know how I didn't kill any scientists here. All joking aside, this level is pretty easy once you know where everything is. But that doesn't diminish the first time rush you'll get from this mission. I could barely get these objectives without the timer, game. Whatever, I beat it in 5 minutes. Timers have never been my favorite, but in this case, it does make you feel like Bond. So apparently, taking the elevator of that mission to the boat of this one, an amphibious assault, was now the topic of the hour. Level 7, Frigate. Remembering this mission as a slightly brighter, more condensed, leisurely level compared to the others, the objectives of disarming 2 bombs and planting a bug paled in comparison to the rescuing of these absolute moron hostages. Well, come on. It's like they just can't help but get in the way of my gun.
You stupid.
Anywho, I made my way to the basement and disarmed. So you can trigger the bomb.
Don't worry, guys. Nothing bad will ever happen to you. Not on my watch.
Eventually, saving all those that can't save themselves, disarming the bombs, and planting the bug, we once again left in immaculate style. Not too bad. Level 8. Surface. Again, at nighttime. Finding ourselves back in Russia from before, the eerie tone of this nighttime version was giving me a mild case of PTSD. I almost feel like I'm playing this game on like a Twisted Metal map. Wait, hold on. This is all sorts of weird. Making a similar stroll through the snowy trenches, it quickly became obvious that the nightly patrols are a bit heavier than the day. Never said they were good. Was I the only one as a kid that thought this looked like a staple gun? Anyone? Discovering a lone guard in a suspiciously empty cabin. It's almost like the game was trying to tell me something. Oh, would you look at that?
20 minutes later.
Some form of camera. Wait, what? Oh my god, we gotta do that all over again. Okay, we did. Now we just have to... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I hate this mission, I hate this mission, I hate this mission, I hate... After what felt like a lifetime, I was able to complete all our objectives, including the helicopter. And storm the bunker. Right into the arms of the enemy. What would we ever do? Level 9. Bunker. Again. Twice. Nothing like a little jailbreak to keep the blood flowing. Finding ourselves locked up next to our new compatriot and liability, Natalia.
They're going to kill me, aren't they?
I might. Reminded by our new friend that we will most likely be shot, the game goes off and makes quite the assumption. Like I have things remotely under control. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact I spent an enormous amount of time stuck in this level the first time we were here, I probably wouldn't have gotten this so quickly. Now where's my briefcase? Using my watch magnet to steal the cell key, I swiftly eliminated the nearby guard and obtained his weapon, leaving behind Natalia. I could even chance that.
Time to go.
Unfortunately though, as soon as I made it through this door, I made a fatal mistake. Woke the entire never-ending compound. It's like before I could be as loud as I wanted. But not this time! Aww. Realizing my need to remain stealthy, I went through a bit of a trial and error process, trying to understand the mechanics of so-called stealth in this game. And this is what I found. Slappers and throwing knives work great when you could hit something. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, it took me like 3 attempts before I remembered the knives were in that well. Whatever. When it comes to gun stealth, you can only fire 1 bullet at a time to prevent detection. Unless you have a silenced weapon, of course. What's funny and misleading as hell about this is that you're forced to abide by these constraints, but the guards are apparently free to be as loud as they want. What? 90s video game logic. Let's do it. Heading in for my 8th attempt at this point. I used all the knowledge accumulated over that time to execute a rather smooth operation, memorizing enemy patrols and camera locations, doing my best to engage them one at a time. Corners work really well for this. You fool. Eventually, I was able to grab the documents and the CCTV tape we needed, and destroyed the last cameras, finally allowing us to go back for Natalia and make our heroic escape. Any goddamn day now. Yeah, no shit. I'm so glad that mission's over. What's next? Oh no. Level 10. Statue. The one mission that I'm almost certain unsettled us all as children, getting us lost in its maze-like labyrinth of cold, unforgiving, timed madness.
Please! No!
Better figure out where to go. Time's wasting. That was the image that I had burned in my head of this mission for over 20 years. And I'm actually happy to say it did not live up to its reputation. This level's maze layout is laughably bad and much smaller than I remember. To be fair, I feel like the emulation has cleared up some of the fog and draw distance issues from the original. And it took me a couple tries to pull it off.
Sup?
Mainly because I thought I was supposed to rescue Natalia at the end. Totally fucked that up. But overall, my experience of this level paled in comparison to what I remember it being. A basic jog from conversation to conversation with a big trick at the end. I swear, half this game is just getting captured. Oh, and now we know Trevelyan is alive and behind everything.
For England, James.
Level 11. Archives. Finding ourselves captured in an interrogation room of sorts, with our gun inches from us. Objective breakout part something began. And this time, I'm just gonna remain stealthy. Slap the shit out of everyone. Tasked with saving Natalia, again, and recovering the helicopter black box from our last mission, again. The hunt was on to locate them in the biggest game of hide-and-seek ever. Who are you? Oh my god. Now I gotta do this shit all over again? I don't even know where that guy was. Relocating our pal Mishkin, the defense minister of Russia. Oh my god, no. You died again? You fucking bastards. I swear, hearing the doors open and close in this game is so eerie. Never a good sign. Anyway, finally obtaining the key from this man of defense, the black box was ours at last, allowing us to go get Natalia, who was being held at gunpoint. Seriously, I don't think I could have fucked this up any more than I did and somehow still remained on top. Now it's time to blow this popsicle stand and make our escape. For real this time. Level 12. Streets. And it's tank time. I probably remember this mission the most from back in the day. Spent hours just driving through the streets and squashing people. Though, again, I remember the controls being a bit better. Making our escape, well, my escape. Natalia up and vanished. Oh, wait, nope, she fell through the floor and got captured.
Again.
I feel like I've said again too many times. F that. Timed and tasked with meeting up with Valentine, I immediately shot my way over to the tank and commandeered it. Unsure which way to go, my faded memories of this level were telling me there was something of interest to the left. And I was right.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Just wish I remembered the fierce enemy resistance surrounding it. Anywho, completing that objective, it was time to blaze ahead with our mighty steel steed. super easy. Like, literally all you had to do was worry about the rocket guys. So what else is new?
This thing is about to blow.
Eventually had to lose the tank at the end, but we made it. Level 13. Depot. Another maze-like level with identical surroundings and infinite enemies. I actually played this level with my brother, and trying to navigate this level and its multiple objectives took us a while to piece together. Like a trial and error process of trying to locate and obtain other objectives before dying, just to memorize them all and eventually rush through them in one go. It's not as if this game is difficult, though it can be. It's just uninformative. Not my favorite level, not much to say here. We made it to the train. Level 14, the train. Another mission I remember quite fondly. Time to shoot our way through this love train and rescue Natalia. For hopefully the last time. A statement that me and my brother would once again struggle with completing. And it's not as if this stuff is super complicated. Destroying the braking units as we began our march forward, the first two cars proved to be a real challenge compared to the rest. As after attempting this mission as many times as we did, enemy movement patterns became easy to predict and overcome. Unlike the first time we entered the final car. Okay, so this is just statue part 2. I got it. Funny enough, that's not even the best part. We must have fought through this janky express 10 times just to fail at the end.
Oh no.
Especially due to this vent you have to laser open. With limited laser, I might add. Oh, you just got that corner left? Well, you're screwed! God forbid you could just bend it open. We even lost the first time we had managed to laser our way to freedom. Which was just all kinds of awesome. Knowing her, she was probably walking away from all the gunfire. But through patience and perseverance, we managed to overcome each of these headaches and save Natalia, earning us a well-deserved vacation. I swear to God, this guy is the 1995 version of Sheldon from Just Cause.
Doesn't exist.
Anyway, relaxing and shacking up with Natalia in Cuba.
You told him to kill me, and that I meant nothing to you. Did you mean it?
Yes.
Our journey had gone tropical, as we soon found ourselves stranded in the jungle. The movie fills this in well, but for the game, I always felt like this came out of nowhere. Level 15, the jungle. Finding ourselves plane-wrecked in the jungles of Cuba, Natalia and I team up properly. It's about time you have a gun, because you're always just getting in the way of mine. Anywho, beginning our march through this thick brush, tasked with eliminating enemy turrets, we swiftly made our way along, making quick work of these fools. Either come to the party on time, or don't come at all, Natalia.
Are you stupid or something?
Discovering a shady bridge of sorts, my senses gave me pause as I was almost positive this is where we find... Would you look at that? It's on a top.
Oh, behave.
A character that I remember being quite formidable back in the day.
No more foreplay.
Let the games begin. Not so much anymore. Underwhelmed by that, I even gave it another go, trying to blow her up instead, which is apparently impossible. She just like basks in the flames.
I am invincible!
Regardless, with that witch of the woods put down, Natalia and I continued our turret-destroying quest. Only to get stuck in a cave. An area I spent 20 minutes on before realizing I'm just supposed to rush them. This game is so good at not explaining things. But we made it! Level 16, the control center. Oh god. Really? It's time to disable the Goldeneye satellite, destroy the armored mainframes, and babysit.
Always the goddamn babysitter.
Oh yeah, and on top of lots and lots of turrets. Yeah, no need for destroying them this time. But you'll have to. This mission is garbage! I basically had to crawl through this. Or at least the first half. Pretty much all the way up to when you have to protect Natalia as she disables the satellite, which is its own kind of hell. I say this because of course she would die and my perpetual cycle of doing all the laborious stuff over and over again began. I probably attempted this ass mission 3 times, but man did it feel like 7. Waiting for the enemy to show up while guarding Natalia really gets the blood pumping. Though, to be honest, I found myself, after a few attempts, so consumed with Natalia's safety, the actual reason for why I was doing what we were doing, disappeared. Why am I here again? Oh, the Goldeneye. This mission was not my favorite, but we pulled it off. Level 17, Caverns. Entering the dark depths of the caverns and navigating its ridiculous themed doorways. This might have been the first time playing I actually felt like I was in a classic Bond story.
Kill Bond! Now!
Like, no shade on the previous levels, but this one had like a real supervillain vibe. And I've just been vibing out on this whole game, apparently. Tasked with destroying everything and minimizing scientist casualties, my progression through this level was cautious but effective, clearing each room as I came across them and funneling the enemy where I could. This mission really turned out to be a culmination of all the things I had learned thus far. Like, having no idea where anything is. Would you look at that? Haven't completed anything yet. Ooh, a keycard. And objective B. We're getting somewhere. We are on our way. Unlike these scientists. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Continuing to piece together these objectives, it soon became clear as I reached the end of the level that I had missed one along the way. All the way back at the beginning, to be exact. This really ruined any sense of urgency this mission had going for it. Okay, finally. Now it's time to take down Trevelyan. Level 18. The Cradle. The race through the giant network of catwalks and enemies. This first guy doesn't stand a chance. With only 3 minutes until what we did with Natalia negates itself, I went to the first room and battled 2 turrets as these assholes kept interrupting my shots. This guy lobs a grenade at me. Are you out of your mind, sir? I tell you, these distractions did nothing for my ability to aim. The feeling of knowing every time you turn around, someone's sneaking up on you. Mother of God!
This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
This ultimately became my downfall through my multiple attempts at this mission. It's like after destroying the control console, this back and forth chase with Trevelyan starts, which is hilarious, I might add.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But it's intertwined with random flanking enemies, which became the bane of my existence. It's the worst part of this mission. Anywho, becoming hypervigilant, I was eventually able to destroy the council and hold off Trevelyan and his goons until he retreated further below. It was an exhausting but rewarding process that would lead to our final showdown.
For England, James? No, for me.
How? What's weird is I remember Trevelyan being the difficult one in this level, and not the other guys. It's crazy. My memories are lies. Well, we did it, guys. Another job done, and we get to go home with the girl. Or just fly back to the woods and make out. Now, normally this is where our journey would probably end, but wanting to really experience all that I could, I decided to complete the last 2 bonus levels as well. Unfortunately, this became a fruitless endeavor, as Aztec is easily one of the hardest levels in the game, and even after beating it, I was robbed of the next one. Like, what?
For fuck's sake, that is unacceptable.
I figured this was because I beat it on Secret Agent, so I beat it again on 00 Agent. But nope! Just had to face Jaws again for no reason. This shit is terrifying. This was devastating because I put a lot of effort into it only to realize I would most likely have to recomplete the entire game on 00 Agent in order to unlock it. Which is a mission I can't accept. Well guys, I hope you all enjoyed my look into Goldeneye 26 years later. This game has aged unbelievably well. It feels great, and its levels are still as diverse and challenging as I remember. Well, some of them. I really didn't think I'd ever find myself playing through this again, but I'm really glad I did. It turned out to be a more manageable experience than I remember, which was a nice surprise, but that's not to say it doesn't have its share of flaws. aiming would be a top contender. From time to time, I felt a bit lost on what to do, but I was never bored with the experience. The unlimited guards at times can be annoying, and Natalia's a giant liability, but this game absolutely holds up with the amazing gunplay and level design, and that kick-ass music. Creating a game that will never lose. It's cool. I want to thank each and every one of you for the support and suggesting this video, and a very special thank you to our patrons. You guys are awesome. This one was a real beast, but I had a great time with it, and I hope you guys did as well. I've got some new videos coming up, including the continuation of Just Cause 2, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for what's next, and as always, thanks for watching.